Okay, we have a voicemail number. The number is 2192 David P. That for people who aren't able to translate that into numbers, I want to mention that the number is 219-232-8437. You can call it any time of day. Here's a voicemail about an issue that also I look forward to opportunities to clarify on other programs. And it is about whether the U.S. is the worst or not on our coronavirus response. Take a listen.
We have the worst record of anybody. We have 1/3 of the deaths, 1/3 of the cases of the whole planet. There's no doubt that we're the worst in the world. There's absolutely no doubt.
Okay. So here's where I am on this. I don't know that the United States coronavirus response has been the worst in the world. And I've been careful not to say that. It's been one of the worst. And if you say who had the worst responses, slowest, most propagandistic, suppressing data, not testing, all this different stuff. From the countries we know of that have had a bunch of cases, the United States is certainly on the list of the worst. Brazil is on the list of the worst. India seems to be on that list. Russia is on the list of the worst responses. I've heard anecdotally that Turkmenistan had a terribly propagandistic totalitarian response. I just don't know enough about that. And it's a very small country. So, it could be difficult sometimes to glean everything we want to glean. North Korea is thrown around. But here's where I think we need to shift the conversation on this. Instead of arguing, is the U.S. the worst, or are we like 5th worst or 10th worst or 20th worst? What happened to American exceptionalism? What happened to the people who say and believe the U.S. should be the best at everything? We certainly were not the best, and we weren't second best or third best or fourth best. So let's shift the debate from are we really the worst or just bad to why are we now using that as a standard? Since when is the standard in the United States, from those who subscribe to the idea of American exceptionalism, since when is the standard, have we avoided being the worst? The standard has always been, are we the best? And no one can argue that we are the best. Merely looking at South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, Greece, even a bunch of European countries, we're certainly not in the top 10. I would argue we are in the worst 10. And all of a sudden, the debate is, are we or aren't we the worst? That was never the debate. If you believe in American exceptionalism, do not let them hijack that conversation. We have a great bonus show for you today. Producer Pat Ford will be joining me. I also want to remind you, Monday Memorial Day, we are doing a one-day membership kablooey, as I am calling it, membership kablooey, to take us back to the days of Warner Brothers cartoons. We will email everybody on our mailing list on Monday with a one-day coupon code, which will give you an absolutely disgusting discount off of membership. So if you've been thinking of getting a membership but haven't yet, kind of waiting around for that opportunity, Monday Memorial Day is the opportunity. Be notified on Monday by signing up for our mailing list at davidpakman.com. Upper right of the website, you type in your email address. I'm doing my typing motion. Type in your email address, and then Monday you will get that email with this it's a vile coupon code, quite frankly. You would be shocked when you see it. That does it for today. On the bonus show, we will talk about UK citizens being designated organ donors by default. Very interesting story. We will talk about some gyms starting to reopen despite the fact that they aren't supposed to yet. I will give you an update on my gym. I think we will hear from Pat about his gym. And we also now are getting an apology from Republican Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, because lo and behold, it's not just Florida. The Georgia website incorrectly showed a downward trend in coronavirus infections, which was not accurate. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. I'll see you then.